like I said, this video is no longer live. I am cutting and interfacing a bunch of different bags. I'll try to answer questions as I'm going and let you know what I am doing. So I've got all my panels at like 12 by 18 inches. So I just kind of like to block fuse. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm back. I had to do something on my phone really quick and I couldn't like just come back in to it. I do apologize. So yes, SewFuse Plus, is it like Decaville Light? I would say it is a cheaper alternative, but I don't think it's the same. It's so hard to really explain. I think 2 layers of SewFuse Plus is going to give you something more similar to Decaville Light, but they're really, from what I found, there is no substitute to Decaville Light. I know Garth from Myth Leather Co., he talks about Bouncy Flex. That's from Cereal Bag Makers. She said she sent me a sample a million years ago. I don't recall using it, so I can't say for sure, but he really likes that. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 of these Charlotte City totes and then some Emily bags. I'm just trying to decide. I think this panel is way too big, unfortunately, but I thought that would have been fun. Hi Inga, thank you, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just gonna cut off and it'll look weird. So, never mind. Okay, sorry, I went to go get a different panel off my back shelf. Hello. Yeah, interfacing is definitely a hard topic to discuss. It's such a personal thing. So it's so hard to say, like, what's the best interfacing? Well, what you like, I may not like. Vice versa. But I've definitely been enjoying SewFuse Plus. It gives projects a lot of body and it's super inexpensive. I love it. And she is actually going to be a vendor at Sew Magical Expo, which is exciting. Oh, okay, video quality, I'm seeing comments, you have to change the settings if it doesn't look great. I mean, I'd rather you keep me at a lower video quality setting, if we're being honest. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. So while my heat press is heating up, I'm just kind of getting my interfacing pieces ready to go where I can, of course. No Dorothy help tonight. She is in bed. Hopefully she'll stay asleep. She's been sleeping super well, knock on wood. She's 9 months old. So I guess technically she is helping me tonight by staying asleep. Oh, thank you. I'm glad everyone could make it as well. Someone said that they're using the large bow pulls from my website and she loves them. They love them. A lot of our zipper pulls we are discontinuing. So like the Witchy Connor, fossils, etc. We have a lot of inventory of them. My supplier contacted me and was like, hey, we've got extras, do you want them? And then it's a lot of extras. So many. So hopefully we won't run out for a while, but we are kind of making the mystery packs with different zipper pulls. Zipper tape is stocking July 18th. That is this upcoming Sunday. Yeah, cutting out patterns is my least favorite thing to do. I just want to sew. I know, I totally get that. At least she is sleepy. My 2-year-old has learned to climb out of his crib, so we lay him down and he runs out of his room and yells, hi. Oh no. No, Pop tab pulls are here to stay, as well as the chevron ones. I kind of got caught up in the specialty pulls wave, and the more people I see selling them, the more I'm like, you know, I want to sell stuff that's a little more timeless, usable for every project. So yeah. Do the zipper tape packs come with pulls, or do you have to purchase them separately? The mystery packs that we have specify that they do come with zipper pulls, but the stocking on July 18th is no pulls included because we have so many different pulls. So I always recommend that for every yard, you get 5 pulls. That's a lot, but yeah. Oh yeah, we've got new woven labels. I love them. Are the fabric panels special printed for a specific bag, or do you cut down your yardage like that? So the Haunted Mansion and the Marauders map I designed in Photoshop to be the size of the panels that I need. And then these other ones that I'm using are just a standard measurement that I use when I design fabrics, and it works for most bags. So, but yeah, I've got like this line here so that I know where to cut, because I used to make a lot more bags, so just designing it on the yardage, especially for custom orders, was so much easier. But I'm doing a lot less custom order work, so I kind of just order panels and make what I want from those. So I've got this Beauty and the Beast fabric I designed forever ago that I'm gonna make an Emily out of. I thought this Animal Crossing fabric that I designed forever ago would be fun. And then a Captain America one. Because who doesn't love the new Captain America? Yes, absolutely, so much faster to block fuse. If there's a particular bag I'm making and I know that like it's gonna be a lot of waste, I don't do this, but it definitely saves time to do this. And I try to think of it as like, I'm gonna be throwing away interfacing anyway, even if I was super careful. So I really like squares for that reason. And you could always think of other projects for scraps. You could make like a For the Love of Change little zipper pouch, or applique it onto something else. Hello, Alex. I hate custom orders. They make me super nervous. Yeah. I feel like most interfacing is cheap enough to get away with block fusing. Yeah, give or take. I mean, definitely not Decaville. I bought 2 rolls of it like 2 years ago from Cereal Bag Makers. That's where I've mostly gotten my Decaville light by the roll. And I'm like, I have one unopened completely because I'm very particular about when I use it. I definitely prefer doing ready to ship items. It's more fun. I get to have as much freedom as I want. And when it's a custom order, it's a lot less freedom just because I'm worried somebody won't like it. And then if it's like a custom fabric, because I do design fabrics for people based on their order, like if I mess it up and I don't want to order extra fabric because I can only use it for that one person, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Everything gives me anxiety, so it's like, what does it matter? Comments finished. Sewing my nephew's gifts. Does the glue on Decaville degrade? No, I don't think so. Finished sewing my nephew's gifts and I'm exhausted. Excited, odds are I'm going to crash and fall asleep during this. Not going to lie, making a bag frustrated me, but I learned so many tricks. Thank you for that. So yeah, a special bag for my daughter from my husband got remade and gave it sentimental value. Hi, Linda. Yeah, I was actually gonna share a post and so whatever, but I know I did it last year at the same time. Inga, the quilts you've been making are gorgeous. So gorgeous. But I was making like makeup bags 7 years ago and they look very, very crooked. Zipper installation wasn't great, and I was gonna share and be like, even 7 years later, you can still be like not that great at bag making. So I was like, I don't know if this is helpful or hurtful. Like, I don't know if someone would be like, well, if I'm gonna work at it for 7 years and still not be great at it, I don't even want to start. Because I mean, that could happen too. All right, go ahead and fold it, Lauren, or you won't sleep. Caught alive, better than watching TV. Yeah, it's helpful to always see where someone started, for sure. Okay. Keep my little scraps in there. Please tell me gussets get easier. Gussets do get easier. Absolutely. So I keep one bolt or one cut of interfacing for cutting from, and then I keep one to rip from for straps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if this works on SewFuse Plus. It definitely doesn't work on Decaville, but it should work on just about any woven interfacing. I just go from selvage to selvage. You might be able to go the other way, but that's a lot of interfacing to rip through. So I just keep it together on the straps. I will probably use TechSew Plus for the Emily bag panels. How many bags are you cutting out for? I am cutting out technically 2 Charlotte City totes from Swoon, I think 5 Emily tote bags, and then when I get to linings and vinyl, I've got 4 Lolas. 1, 2, 3. 3 Lolas, not 4. I already made one of the Lolas. All right, so that's probably enough straps. Let's just do one more, because it takes like 1.5 of these for a full strap. So yeah, if you learn nothing from this live, I hope that you've learned that you can keep one section of interfacing to rip from and one to cut from, in case you've got squares. Yes, the hollow dice Lola. I'm so excited about it, but I'm also a little bit sad because it did wrinkle a little bit. So it's not super safe for turning. So I started this heat press when I was cutting, and now it's all heated up, ready to go. So I'm gonna start with the straps. I designed the straps on the yard so that I could just fuse it all at once. So I probably could have cut like a 6-inch strip and then cut it out later, but whatever. I did do a video on the heat press, so if you guys have any questions about that, you can refer to the heat press video. When ordering from Spoonflower, I used to get the linen cotton canvas, but they've changed it so the printing isn't as vibrant anymore. It's like really dull, which is saddening. So I like the recycled canvas, and I did a video making the Erica Bowler bag using it, and that's what this print is as well. So it's really vibrant. I prefer scissors. I'm really not great with a rotary cutter. Like, I've seen people like freehand cut with a rotary cutter, and I'm like, no. I can't do that. Yeah, I should have just cut out like a 6-inch cut. Well, no, 12-inch, 6. Luckily, they're just straps, so no one's gonna know. Couldn't live without my rotary cutter. Yeah, well, especially with cutting out quilt blocks. The actual Erica Bowler tutorial that I did with the like green flower, the green and pink flowers. Like, are there tricks to being able to do that with the rotary cutter? Is it just like, oh, the Charlotte City tote with the Golden Girls, that would be cute. Like, how do you gain that confidence? Okay, that's funny. I cut one too many. Okay, so then I'll cut that out in a little bit. I think it's just familiarity with it. Yeah, practice. Just like people are like, why are you so good at making bags? Like, practice. Let's practice. Okay. So while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the straps. And I just have these black lines. Oh yeah, I'm glad that the video on designing fabric helped you. Okay, where would you guys like to look while I'm doing this? Heat press, just use a regular outlet. Yes, that is correct. I actually had a smart outlet plug-in for it so that if I didn't remember to turn it off, I could just do it from my phone. But it got annoying. Okay, so there's my straps ready to go. I might get one of those when I move into a she shed. Yeah. Heat press. I never ran the large scale DIY queen. This was my stash. So the prints that I sell versus the prints that I use are usually different. Just so people can't get what I'm making still. Because that was always my thing, like when I first started, people were like, oh, can I buy your fabric? And I'm like, well, no, because then they could get it from you and not me. But I realized that selling fabric would be really fun. So I've started to just kind of change the prints a little bit. Hello to Monica in Texas. Different Monica. Do you have a certain brand of scissors you love? I enjoy the fun Fiskars. I have a spooky spaz. Yes, I don't know why I love the fun Fiskars so much. These aren't my favorite, not the Christmas ones. But yeah, I loved the spooky ones. Yeah. Well, these aren't as fun. I do have the spiderweb ones, but I'm so bad at dropping them. I've used Ginger before, but I don't like all metal scissors. Hi, Joanne's, not Joanne's. I don't know, I've got like a bin of scissors, and every time I go to Joanne's, I buy another pack. It's very wasteful. I should probably just get them sharpened, but like once you drop them, it's a matter of them not being great anymore. So if you have any wrinkles in your fabric, You want to make sure that you iron those out before interfacing. I'm just going to kind of gently press that into place. Hopefully it goes away. Where could one get their scissors sharpened? I think sometimes like small hardware shops will do it. I know Famore Cutlery sharpens scissors, but I think they'll sharpen the own. Do you use a Silhouette, Brother, or Cricut in your bag making? Not really. I have a Silhouette machine that I definitely use a lot, but I haven't mastered using it to cut fabric. I was gonna make myself a purse pal from Linds Handmade, but I wanted to just cut it out with the machine, and like no amount of taping or spray got the vinyl to stay in place while cutting. I've got like the deep cut blade, so I just don't have the mental energy to figure it out. Oh, my back. Okay, we're almost done. Dorothy is getting so big. Oh, thank you. She is. I always think I'm just super biased when I think my kid is the cutest. Yes, I did a tutorial on seamless fabric design. If you guys watched the video I did on the Estrella bag, she has you cut out the Decaville light with pinking shears, and I haven't stopped doing it since. Yes, thanks to Alex. All of the videos I've uploaded recently have very, very thorough links in the description, so huge round of applause to them. Thank you, Alex. Angela said, have you ever done a tour of your sewing room? I have. There's a video. It was quite some time ago though. And I think I was still fairly awkward at that time as well. Actually just finished the tutorial on Sonar's new pattern, which might be my most recent terrible tutorial, but we got through it. And like at the beginning of that one I was like, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I was like, no. So I don't know that there's like a super huge advantage, but like it softens the edges of the Decaville light. Instead of like that harsh line, you don't see it as much. And I just was like, that's ingenious. Genius. The sign by my machine says, hello, my name is Lauren, and then it says the pattern where I would write the name. And then it says my machine is a Juki DU1181N. It says what kind of needles I use and what kind of thread I use, and then my website. Because Cindy is amazing, and it was the most frequently asked questions, so she digitized a design and stitched it out and gave it to me, and it's wonderful. I just don't go live as often to get those questions, so I haven't zoomed in on it, but I used to show it in front of all the tutorials I would do. But yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, the shelves are closing in. It's just, cheap shelves, they're fine. Okay. So that's round 1 of interfacing done. Yeah, some of my older tutorials, I zoom in on it as the first thing that we talk about, I show. Okay, so there's straps. Let me get a bin. I don't think I'll be able to finish all of these Emily's tonight. So when I'm in the middle of like cutting and interfacing a bunch, I usually just kind of keep them all in the same bin. And then I get to it later. I also don't want to like fold them to cut them out just yet because the glue hasn't had a chance to really dry. So if I fold it now, I could get wrinkles that don't come out. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out this exterior for the Charlotte. What does your t-shirt say? It says, "Not today, Bobbin." Yeah, Teresa, it's so important to keep yourself organized. I haven't always been the best at it, but ever since I have started organizing myself, it's been great. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my side panels out of the Gilmore Girls fabric, but that's okay. This is 11.5 by 12. So 11.5 wide. I think I'm gonna use a rotary cutter so that I don't fold it. And for one of the panels, I want the stars hollow, like nicely centered. So it's 11.5 wide. So it's like 5.75 centered. Yeah. I'm not good at like just using a ruler to cut pieces. Okay, I'm gonna change the camera angle since I won't be at the heat press as much. I'm gonna do my best to read comments, but I may miss some. I mean, what's new? Okay. So I'm doing exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do, which is fold the fabric, but I don't want to measure it. So yeah, just go quick. So there is one of my main panels. And I might be able to do like a strip of this down the center of the Charlotte, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'll just save it for something else. And then I think for this one, I want the loops on there a little bit more, so I'm gonna center it out here. not too bad. And then I can use these for Devon pouches. Okay, how small of a scrap do you use at a cutoff before you just toss it? Honestly, I'm very quick to just toss fabric because I've ended up with lots of little scraps here and there, and I just get so overwhelmed and I never touch them, I never use them. So I try to like use them or lose them. I look at it and I'm like, if I'm not going to use this, I'm throwing it away. But it's easy for me to do that because I design all my fabrics. I know I can get it again. But if it's like a custom fabric, I wouldn't blame you for holding on to it. Because who knows when you're going to get it again. Oops. Don't know what that was. Didn't sound good. Oh, that's fine. It's just a folder. So today's sewing nightmare, I am missing a piece for the Velora. Oh, and I've already packed it away. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off my TechSew Plus for the Charlotte. I'm just going to use this on the entire main panel. And I am interfacing these a little bit differently because the custom order one is going to have a crossbody strap. So the sides need to be a little bit stronger for that reason. Yeah. Well, okay. Gosh, I have not made a Charlotte in so long. And it was one of the first bags that I like started batch cutting for. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my stabilizer. I thought I had it written somewhere. I can picture it in my mind. There we go. Ten and a half by 6. So I need 2 of them. My 6. And there is my 10 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half. Go this way. Lauren, I've never used TechSew Plus. Is it like Decabill? I love it. It's comparable. No, I did describe it earlier, but like 2 layers of it could be comparable to Decabill Light, but 1 layer of it is like a step up from 809. So This is woven interfacing and TechSew Plus. It's got a lot of body, and it almost feels like chipboard when it's all said and done. Like, it's got a little bit of flexibility, but it's pretty rigid. And these have Decaville light and a woven interfacing on them as well. So they're a little bit different, but I don't know, this one's got a little bit more weight to it, so TechSew Plus is lighter. It's hard to compare because I've got a different woven interfacing on the front of this one than this one, so I would just try it. Just get the sample pack. Try it out if you can. You might like it. Would I use it for card slots? It's a little too dense for card slots, in my opinion. 809 is still my go-to for card slots. All right, so while I'm here at this interfacing, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut out my bottom stabilizer. Yeah, 5 by, I think that's 5 by 11 now. I used to cut Emily's in my sleep. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Emily bags. My sister's name is Emily, so that's where the name came from. Okay, so 5 by 11. Whoops. Yeah, I know, don't cut like that. It's fine. 1. 2. Making some Emily's for the Geekcraft Expo, which is next weekend, not this weekend, because I have like 70 Erica bowlers. I was like, people might want a different kind of bag. Maybe I should make some others. Okay, so there's 4. And you can see how cutting like this, I know, Alex, I'm sorry. Like, I've got my Decaville here. I can cut all of that at once. It saves time. Is that better? I'm so sad your classes for the So Magical Expo are full. Ugh, I know. And seriously, I keep thinking like, I mean, I could just teach like 3 more, right? But no, I have to take care of Dorothy, I have to vend. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. And I was watching I was watching one of the vendor interviews with Ait Saeed, Kathy, and she was talking about all the cool stuff she's got planned as a vendor, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm bringing the stuff I got. That's it. That's all I got. So I was joking with my crew this morning. I was like, it feels like I was invited to Thanksgiving and all I'm bringing is a can of cranberry sauce. But cranberry sauce is still good. Yeah, I am taking some exclusive zipper tapes, that's true. But like, man, some of the stuff these vendors have planned and like an interactive booth and stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go anymore. The best cranberry sauce around. I appreciate you. I feel like I actually need to bring cranberry sauce now. Just be like, I'm here, guys. What's up? We doing this? Okay. Gosh, I just feel like I need to complete the interfacing or I can't move on. Because the Charlotte, you don't fuse the Decaville heavy. Just have a random can at the booth and see who notices. Yeah, next year I should have more time, but I don't know how many of the vendors are actually teaching, so that's another thing. Dorothy is the pumpkin pie. Facts. Facts. Right there. Okay. Let's just get the SoFuse Plus on these panels. I'm thinking about attempting to go next year. That would be so much fun. And I know that like class sizes will probably be better next year too. With all the incredible vendors that are planned and all the incredible teachers, I know there's just growing pains for the So Magical Expo. So think about that. I was asked to attend last year in February and I was like, yeah, I know. I'll be having a baby. But I was really sad because it would have been so much fun. Yeah, honestly, I'm really enjoying this. I've been using this one more than the 6x24 that I got because the 6x24 that I purchased isn't non-slip. So I need to add some glue dots to it. Try that hot glue trick. But yeah, this one I've actually been using a lot because I can get the 8-inch, so I get 2 full sets of handles out of it. How do you organize your hardware? So that question is going to look different for me versus someone else because I sell hardware. So the only hardware that I have to organize is zipper pulls that I buy from people. Otherwise, I just pull from stock shelves. Oh, everything I want to cut lately is 7 inches. Yeah, that's a big deal. This is a game changer. I really wish that I had tried what the fractions ruler. I saw Shinova Mabry open hers up and I was like, that looks pretty cool. Okay, 17, 8 by 17, there we go. So I'm just using up this section of SoFuse Plus. I think every time I order, I just order like a 10-yard chunk. Probably should just bite the bullet and do way more, but whatever. Okay, how many of these have I cut out so far? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, okay, 6. So 2 more sets. Will you be stocking the gold nameplates? It's not going to be soon, unfortunately, but we will be stocking them. They are on order. Dalva said, I got the fraction ruler, the 6x24, but I am buying the other sizes on retail. Nice. So the what the fractions are from shop seems so awesome. I think that's how they say it. Yeah, the non-stick part of it seems really, really cool. Hopefully Dorothy goes back to sleep. She's awake. She might just need a bottle. Oh, their site's down at the moment. They might just be preparing for retail. Oh, one more piece. I think I can make it. Huzzah! Oh yeah, we could like the group for sure. Alrighty, so I'm gonna add that to my scrap bag of SewFuse Plus. I am making a craft bag. I would try the SewFuse Plus, honestly. I think you'd really enjoy it. Okay, so I'm not gonna need this. So technically I have all of my interfacing cut now. I just need to work on vinyl, and then linings I always do last. I do vinyls second because then I can attach my stabilizers. So let's go ahead and interface the SewFuse Plus, even though I said I wasn't gonna do that. No, I won't do that. It'd be too much feet. I am recovering from hip surgery, so new to sewing and loving your videos. Oh, thank you, Catherine. We are all sending healing vibes. Let's all say a silent thought for Dorothy's hips as well. Thank you very much. We go to the hip doctor, go back to the hip doctor on the 20th. Hopefully things are looking good. Might need to cut out the panel first. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut out the panel, because I could kind of just like throw it anywhere, but I want it to look good. Okay, so that's for you guys. It's so terrible, but I really want to purchase all my templates in the colored acrylic from Tops and Bobbins. So then you can see it when it's laying on your table. Ooh. All right, let's get low. Okay, I feel like these have dried a decent amount of time. Much better. Oh, that's cute. What type of fabric have you used where you said never again? Oh. Man, that's a really good question. I feel like there was one at some time. Maybe like a PUL. Or maybe let's just go with ripstop nylon. No. I got it. Sassy satin. Oh man. I used to work at Hancock Fabrics and people would always come in and buy sassy satin for like a kid's costume, and I'm just like, I don't recommend you buy this. It was too sassy for me. Oops, okay. Way too sassy. Okay, there we go. That's better. Why only 2 corners, if you don't mind me asking? Just to kind of save on the dots, I guess. You could do all 4 if you wanted. I actually have a backpack with this print that still hasn't sold. Which is fine. Not everything has to sell, but I thought it would. What made sassy satin worse than other satins? Generally, I hate it. It's just, it frays so bad. It snags so terribly. It's thin. It's super cheap. It's like $3.99 a yard. At least it was. I don't know what I ever made with it, but if I had to pick a fabric, it would be that. Yeah, I loved working at Hancock Fabrics. I was working there when it closed. And that's when I started. Well, I had already started my own business, but I was focusing on it more full-time myself. This fabric says DIY Queen, and it's a Animal Crossing reference. What is my favorite bag to sew? Man, I feel like that changes so often. It's hard to say. Probably should change the blade. I do love making the Emily tote. It's a quick but satisfying sew. I don't think I've made one recently, but as I was sewing something else, I was like, I should probably make some of those for the show because they are so quick. So yeah, my favorite pattern really does change from week to week. Like I go through spurts of making the same exact bag and then I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Like I've made so many Annette handbags, I'm sick of them. I could make an Annette in an hour and a half. I still need to upload that tutorial too. You know what I like? Using my heat press on a fab I thought was cotton. Okay, so there's our zipper panels, and here are our last panels. Was I not? Okay, I didn't add the self-use plus to those, I just cut them. Wow, really got caught up in what was going on. We do have the nicest and most helpful moderators. And you know what? They don't get paid enough. It's funny, but it's true. I try to sneak fun things into their orders, though. Should have brought my water down here. Mass production going on today. How many bags are we prepping? 8-ish. 8? Yeah, 8. Okay, great. I snuck one more order in Saturday. I might be in trouble. Yeah, the Goosebumps fabric that I use is one I designed, but I know that there's others out there. Where did the other Haunted Mansion one go? Oh, it's in there. I've got like fabric dust in the throat. I have a whole mailer of little zip bags for you. Yes. Yes. We love that. Oh, my back is hurting for sure. Oh, okay. It's fine. I never sold it to begin with. That one was technically a custom order. I asked her if I could use the fabric for other orders, and she was like, yes, absolutely. So she got a discount on her order. Plus she's just one of the most wonderful humans on this earth as well. Autumn is her name. She makes jewelry. And she's a nurse. And I love her. I was watching her old pattern review videos and I really liked them. I'm sure it was too much work. I need to just do it. Honestly, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If I could get a small group of people like 5 people to help me with a little private group where we put new patterns and like the photos in and links, I think I can do it. I know I had those posts and then people stopped posting and I just didn't have the mental energy for it. But editing takes the longest because I have to get the photos and the links. Alex is like, I got links, baby. Okay, yes. So if a few of you could just PM me on Facebook, I'll do it tonight. I'll get it ready. And we just do 1 a month. But I think that'll be so much more helpful. Because I know there's so many amazing pattern designers and I absolutely loved filming it. And maybe we could get me a thesaurus so that I can come up with another word besides like neat or cute. Maybe, we'll see. All the cute. Okay, so I don't need this pattern piece anymore. Yeah. Send PM now. Boom. Yes. I'm probably gonna have like 50 PMs. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Yes. Yeah, we can call it the pattern chat group. I think it's neat that you think all the patterns are cute. Fabulous, dashing, trendy. Ooh, I love it. All right. Okay, I feel much better knowing that all of those panels are fused. That's half the battle. Oof, so many little scrappy guys. I'm gonna hold on to them. They could be lanyards. I'm not gonna do that, but someone might. The first interfacing that I put on was a woven interfacing, so like Sew Fuse, and then the second one I put on was Sew Fuse Plus. Honestly, I don't think that people charge enough for patterns. I made one for my granddaughter and her iPad. It literally taxed my brain for a while. Very good point Dahle made. I agree. And one thing that I would love to see stop, which is fair, it's a marketing thing, is people putting their patterns on sale. I get it. I get it. It's fine. You can price it to then sell it, but like, I don't know. You worked really hard. Don't discount it. Don't put it up for sale. You worked so hard on that. Patterns take hours. Yeah, matching key fobs for the bags would be great. Okay, let's go ahead and start on the vinyl for the Charlottes. I think I can get the Charlottes done. I can turn off my heat press because those aren't going to require any interfacing. So I'm going to start with this leather one. This is that custom order. We are adding the metal handles. I've done a few write-ups for pattern hacks and that took hours, yeah. Once you have the pattern, you have it to replicate forever and ever. They should cost more for that reason alone. That's true. Some people do buy patterns twice accidentally though. How is the teething going? She's doing really well so far. Knock on a ruler. She hasn't had too bad of nights. Pattern drafting is for the birds, smart ones. Even trying to figure out patterns, watching a bajillion tutorials. Nope, just buy the damn pattern. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I have this gorgeous leather. This is from Springfield Leather Co. And since we're not making handles with it, I figured this would be great to use. It's so soft and the color is just Beautiful. So let's find a fun little area for the accent. Oh yeah, and the magnetic closure. And the swoopies. Forgot about these. Have you tried the PixieFuse Premium? I don't know if it was the Premium, but I have tried the PixieFuse ones, and they are very close to SoFuse and SoFuse Plus, but I'll have to try the Premium. Oh, hi, Kara. So close to me. All right. So I'm gonna try and focus on this. I do use these Tula pink for leather. And then I've got my leather marking pens. So I'm gonna cut out 4 of these. If I was as fancy as Garth, I would just have a little punch for it. But I'm not fancy like Garth. That should be like a hashtag for him. Fancy like Garth. Okay. I'll probably end up adding some edge coat to this piece as well after I'm done sewing it. So as I'm cutting it out, I'm wiping away that edge paint. Okay, so there's that. This leather, I don't think I need to skive it. I may end up skiving the bottom of the accent pieces, but other than that, I think I'll be okay. Okay, we've got our side overlay panel. I might be able to cut this on the fold using a rotary cutter. It's not too thick. Might help if I get the fold in the right place. Jeez. Yeah, we can do that really quick. These are Tula pink scissors. Ah. Sometimes I add a little bit of piping into this seam as well. I don't think I need to skive this leather, especially not for this bag. Gorgeous. Hopefully I'll be able to sew this bag up this week too. I'm gonna try and do that live. If not, I'll try to record it. The clips that I'm using, I guess I didn't realize people still don't know. They're like the pin curl clips. I used to get them at Sally's, but now I have them manufactured to be the rainbow color, and we've got plenty on my website that you can purchase. I'm checking for like any scratches on the leather. I'm also just fondling it for fun, but in case you're like, what are you doing? That's what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I cut the curves like that. Sometimes I just try and cut it like a normal curve. Dorothy is still up. Dad gave her a bottle, but I may need to go soon. I'm gonna try and finish cutting at least the leather for this bag. How do you store the leather? I will show you before I head out. It's all in this table. I wish I could be a fancy person that drapes their leather on the wall like Willow and Luna, but I am not. I might be able to cut this out with the rotary cutter too. That'll be exciting. Let's see, where do I want to get it from? Maybe here. This is already kind of straight. Okay, so we're done with this. I'll put it away. Do you ship to Australia? Yes, I do. Shipping to Australia is expensive though. I want to give you a theme and just let you have fun making me a bag. I wouldn't hate that as much, but yeah. Yeah, Mopsy, so I do have like a few of my favorite things blog post on my website that we try to link. But yeah, I can definitely try to put something like that together. I know that contains a lot of the tools. But I have no doubt that Alex actually has like a little file stored up of a few of my favorite tools I can kind of add. Remember when the leg came loose? Yes, I do. It's too funny. Was that in a live video? Oh my gosh, hilarious. Okay, I'm scared to do this curve. What would be the most comfortable? Not that way. This way. Okay. Awesome, Alex, good idea. I would say this is probably a 2-ounce leather. Does leather run about 100 a yard? I'm curious. So I don't know how to say how much leather is per yard since they do it by square feet. Whew, that was satisfying. So I try not to pay more than like $5 a square foot. There's a company, Hughes Hides. They sell through Instagram, I think. I've mentioned them before, but they have some really good priced leather. Yeah, I don't need to skive this. It's gonna be so pretty. Oh, a Tandy Leather close to you. I think they have a summer sale going on now. I wanted to go the other night before we went to see Black Widow, but there just wasn't enough time. I was so bummed. It's like, no. Not like I need more leather though. Because I don't sell a lot of bags with leather. I would like to. And the skiver kind of got me closer to being able to. Ooh, that is a satisfying little scrap. Maybe we'll use that to tie to a zipper pull. Yeah, a whole hide would be more than a yard. I bought a whole hide from Tandy's and made a couple of handbags. Black Widow was so good. It's definitely like funnier than I thought it would be. And some parts were a little eye-rolly, but overall it was good. Will you be able to do a tutorial on all these bags? I have a tutorial on all of these bags already. I would definitely like to do the live for this bag since it's a custom order for someone who watches the channel, and she has been waiting very patiently since last April, February, July. I don't know, forever. So I would love to do some justice to this bag for her. Have you ever made a bag from cowhide? I don't know if I've worked with a cowhide or not, so I can't say. I don't know what animal it is, which isn't good, I guess. I don't know. To be able to give it the thought it deserves for existing so that I can use its leather. Oh, yeah, I can definitely wait. I might be able to try and do a live. So at some point, it just depends on the babe. Beautiful. So now all I need are the connectors. And those, think you need a new blade. Yeah, probably after this. I'm just cutting very carefully, so that's why I'm like going so slow. Okay, so I need 4 2x4. So that's 2 by 16. Yeah, we'll just cut little pieces. I really appreciate what you said about the leather. Yeah, I'm definitely not like, I don't know. You get it. Okay, 2 by 12, so that'll be 3 pieces. And then I'll need 2 more, so that's 4. Another reason I decided to use leather for this bag is on these handles, I just worry about over time, because of how heavy they are, like a man-made material may not last as long, but this leather isn't likely to tear. So that's why I thought it would be a good choice. Okay, so we need 3 more. So there's 1 and 2. What did I say? Need 3 more? Yeah. Okay, great. So here's 2 more. They are hefty handles indeed. I love them. I had them sketched on my iPad for a very long time. And I was super excited to finally have saved up enough money to have them manufactured. They're not like a huge seller, but they're just so cool looking. And I thought, you know, you can like clip stuff to it. I don't know. They're satisfying to hold too. Okay, 1 more. Trying to see if there's any like area I could cut from, because this is such a nice big square. So maybe I'll try over here. Yeah. 4, 2. Would you put them on a Marcel? Oh, that's an excellent question. I should have done that. I have 1 more I'm making with leather actually. I worry that they're so heavy they might pull on that panel. Perfect place to hang sanitizer, so true. So just in case I end the video here, I will show you how I store my leather. Flip you around. There it is. Just fold it up, and then there's the little bit of cork that I have, and then there's some cheaper pieces of leather in here, and then I've got this plastic bag over them to protect it from dust. Yeah, the snaps. I actually just finished this Marcel. So like, yes, they would work. Well, honestly, they may not pull too bad. But I did discover that riveting through this panel for your straps helps keep these pieces together. Because I noticed, like, when I would hold it up, like the lining would stay this way and the exterior, they would kind of separate from each other. But that little rivet through both pieces really helps hold it together. Ugh, I finished this one before making dinner. I love the strap. Yeah, the weight would be under the curve. I think you're right. I'd say try it. Do it. I do have one more Marcel to make too, so maybe I'll do it. I'll just do it. Okay, I do have tomorrow afternoon. I can cut. Fine, I'll order some. Were there any other questions before I go? Because, yeah, Dorothy's not asleep yet. Poor baby. I'm trying to organize my space, and I would love to use 1 or 2 colors of zipper. That would be so nice. Oh, speaking of zippers, I had someone mention that they would love an option to buy all of the colors at once. So I was thinking of stocking just 10. 10 all pack. I'm gonna call it like the zipper vault. But is that something more than 10 people would be interested in, and then they're mad that they lost out? So what it would be is all 6 hardware colors, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so maybe we'll try to do like 20, because we don't have a ton of it all to begin with. Where is right where I left it? They put it back because they're the best to get anything. Oh no. Yeah, Alex said they only use 4 colors, and that's kind of what I figured, is that some people only order a few at a time. So we'll try to do 20 zipper vaults, which will be all of the colors that we're selling during that round, which I showed you guys in my last live video at the end, so I'm not going to do it now. But yeah, that's going to be July 18th. I love to just have all the basic colors. Yeah, that would be nice someday. I have so many. I have 4, like the front and back of 2 doors covered in zipper tape. The cutting mat is from Amazon. So yeah, that is it. Oh, hold on. Are we talking zipper tape? You know we're talking zipper tape. I'll show you guys. I know, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. In the back room. I have done a video on making the Marcel bag, but I didn't do a live, I don't think. So there's the holographic vinyl. So I've been letting it rest for a while, and you can just barely see those wrinkles. And that was actually from a pretty big crease when turning it. So that's my warning, is when turning it, it can wrinkle. So just full transparency there for you guys. Yeah. That will be coming September 1st. Leave a bigger turning hole, yeah, for sure. But I did make a Devon and there were no problems. Who turned out the lights? Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hopefully I can go live another time, but if not, I will be seeing you later. Bye.